throwing that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlight. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and this one will be brought back to the 22. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cunningham. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there on the scramble. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Flush to his right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Lamar Jackson, 81 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to retake the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Cunningham. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run once more with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cunningham to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Manning. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now Manning. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1 yard. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A little juke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second down at 4.
Newton now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they...
Here's a diving catch right side.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Skirts by him at the breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Antrell Roll with a pick.
And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jack Youngblood able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. To try again after the sack, Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First carry for James Conner. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Hester will get a shot.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He's got a man complete. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Cam looking to throw.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Returnable here for Hester.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jackson now. Flush to his right.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Raiders. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick Ricard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Hester will get a shot. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top, and that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Cards are right back in this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st down, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Antrell Roll with a pick. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Here's Hester. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And that is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard